Hello Celia. Hello Yvonne. Hello Beth. Hi Judith. You should get a delivery today. Hello Annaline. Hello Jane. Hello Heather. Hello Jan. Shortsies. Beth, it is boiling here. I literally just had to wipe beads of perspiration off my forehead. It is roasting. Hello Lou. I'm not going to respond. My son-in-law, who is sitting, you could probably see him. You see the greenery there? He is sitting with my daughter and two of my grandchildren out there. And if he thinks I'm going to sing a song, he's mistaken. He keeps saying, sing a song. Hello Fiona, hello Margaret and Marjorie. Hi from my holiday cottage, that sounds nice. Hello Mel. It is hot, hot, hot. You're right, Anne Lawson. It's roasting. Eve Verity, hello, how are you? Hello Sarah. Yep, absolutely boiling here today. I don't know what you're doing in front of your screens. You should be outside, not mowing the lawn obviously, but trying to find some cooling water, which is what I'll be doing later. Hi, hello Wendy, hello Susan. My side, or if tonic has arrived. I'm thinking that might be one of those predictive text things, and I think it's probably more like gin and tonic. Hello Eddie Hector. Hope you had a nice day yesterday. I had a great day. In fact, I came over your way because we swam in a friend's, it's like a, oh, that's him, did you see him? I think I've made it clear that they have to go away. Daughter and son-in-law. Hello Maria. Sat in the garden with a laptop watching you on the phone. I mean, who? Anyway, so yes, we went over quite near Thropton to some sort of fishing lakes that I've sailed on before, and a few of us went. We had a complete gang. Bless them, hilarious. And the water, it was so warm. It was 21 degrees, and hello Joanne Renton. Went past your house as well on the way to the swimming spot yesterday, and in parts it was up to about here, but in other parts it was only up to our knees, and there were quite a lot of swans and things, which, as you probably know, I'm absolutely terrified of, having been chased by one. But and it was big, and it was okay. It was an adventure, and it was funny. DHL say by the end of the day. I can't confirm or negate that, Stephen Bridget, but it was a friend of mine's stretch of water. No, you're absolutely right, that's where it was. And it was really beautiful, but I'm afraid just not really deep enough for swimming. And also, I think there's this thing, they call it duck mite, and if you swim in still water with lots of waterfowl, you end up with itchy red spots all the way on your body, which is what I've got now, and I won't show you. So yes, it was lovely. And then I came home, and Fifey and I, good morning, Anne, good morning. And we just went down to the river on our bikes and had a swim there. So it was a 2-swim day. Hello, Alan Kemp. Right. Hello, Val, nice to see you. Claire and Jimmy, exactly. Yeah, Claire came down and sat, and we had a nice long catch-up. The dreaded duck mite, yes, I think that's what it was. And I'm so itchy. I've got, yeah, like red. Some of them are getting little yellow tops on them, and some of them aren't. So, anyway, on the day before yesterday, well, I got my amazing delivery of absolutely beautiful sunflowers. How lovely is that? Sent to me by Fiona. It's far too kind. And I started this painting with you, and I just got totally carried away, and I got it to this point. And there's a bit I would like to do to it, but I've moved the vase round because I'm going to do something else. I'm going to quickly do a little bit of work on this painting, and I'm hoping that the screen doesn't freeze. Oh, glasses. Let's get the mark off. Can you hear that funny noise in the computer upstairs? That's Jane, and I'm thinking she must be doing some work on the database. Is that right? Yeah. And it goes. So, we've got lots of little sort of leftover spaces in between the petals, and I'm just sort of filling them in, really. But then I'm going to start another painting, and I'm going to do it in a different way. And for those of you who were around when I painted the Oriental poppies, I'm going to give it the same treatment for fun. That annoying dog, yap. He just loves playing with children and getting them to throw a ball for him repeatedly. And he stole Hamish's lamb, little lammy, and I had to sort of offer him a bowl of dog meat to try and get him to open his mouth and drop the lamb. He's very, very, very naughty. Not sure you could see that up there. There's some just gorgeous paintings on the lockdown gang. Someone's put some beautiful sunflowers up, and Celia's been doing honeysuckle, which are just lovely. I'm hugely impressed. And there are so many lovely things in the garden now that even if you just picked like a dandelion or a daisy, you don't have to have a fantastic garden to have plenty to go at right now. And as I've said before, there's nothing to beat having the real thing in front of you. I made some amazing flapjack yesterday. I literally wowed everyone. And Steve and Bridget, I sent some back for Jimmy, and I got a message from Claire to say that pretty much it was the best flapjack he'd ever had in his life. So I said I'd give her the recipe, but you know what? I don't think I will. I think I'll just keep that one under my hat, and I will be the only person who can make such marvellous flapjack. And we had a sort of socially distanced cup of tea. We've got this gas boiler thing. One of the friends I went with always says our picnics are what she calls pikey picnics, because we do tend to get quite a lot of space around us in a car park, because we look very much like we're about to start reading people's palms or selling white heather. So anyway, we had this sort of a great big gas bottle and a burner, and we boiled up the kettle and made some tea, and I'd taken a box full of mugs, and we all had some Yorkshire, disappointingly not Yorkshire Gold, which is my personal favourite, but we had Yorkshire tea, which is the next best thing. This is a little bit boring actually, so I'm going to do something more exciting. Too much material and not enough time here. It's going to rain tomorrow. Yeah, if it's going to rain, you've got to make hay or swim in rivers while the sun shines. I'm just going to get a piece of paper and why is this stupid thing? Sorry, I'm just going to wrench it up. I feel, yes, I'm sorry, it's got a little tightening thing. Okay. Just need to find some paper so I can demonstrate something. I think maybe I'll just use this. Susan, it was you. I don't think those are birds Audubon has ever met. Thank you, Pauline. Temperature there, I'd say it's about 27 degrees actually, Jenny. Right, I'm going to tip you up and show you the start of this painting. It's not really, it's just like a bit of a damp. Oh, I suppose I could do it here. Yes, I can still see. So, you've seen the sunflowers, and it's too heavy a vase to sort of bring and show you. But basically, you've got, broadly, really, you've got these, I'll just very, very quickly mark out where the middles of the sunflowers are, just to give you an idea, and then I'll show you one I've already started. So, for instance, you've got, there's one here, and there's a little bit of a sunflower peeking into the middle bit there, and then another bit here, and then as we come round, and I'm just looking while we're some there, and then this is like the middle bit of the sunflower, and then there's a bit here where there's a petal sticking up, and then another one there. Okay, so that's that one, and then I'll just kind of gauge the distance, and there's another one here, and I'm literally just looking and painting at the same time, and I'm leaving behind the bits that where there will be a sunflower petal. There's another funny little tiny little yellow petal there, and then it comes round and we've got one there, and then a few here. So imagine they are two, actually, this is a good time to make dark bits darker yet, if you want to. Another one here, I'll just quickly put that in. Again, gauge the distance, and then the starting point's here. Okay, so what you have to imagine that this is the middle of 3 sunflowers, and then the next stage is to flood the page with yellow, rather like I did with the Oriental poppies a while ago. So I've just got lots and lots of water on this brush. Nothing has to be precise, it's got to be clean water though, especially with yellow, or it just won't work. And remember, yellow forms part of the green, so you don't need to worry about the green leaves and thinking, oh no, this is gonna, this is gonna wreck everything. It isn't. hoping you can still see. Yeah. This won't be a finished picture because obviously we've got a duck in the way. Right. So just make sure there's really a lot of water on there, and then get another brush. I've got some yellow, or have I, that I prepared earlier. Just make sure it's a decent colour. Yep, it's okay. And just really flood the page. Quite fun just to do that and let it flow from one side to the other. And nothing needs to be precise at this stage. So I'll just have another look at my subject there, squint my eyes a tiny bit, and I can see areas where the yellow is quite a lot darker, like here, and here as well. And then here. So that would be left to go bone dry. And as it happens, I've got one, just give me a sec. That is dry and has gone curly. So this is pretty dry. And now I need to remember where things are. So that's the... I'm going to get you a little bit further away so that... What? You just had a bra alert. A what alert? Bra alert. Crikey. Thank you. Sorry about that, folks. Thank you very much, Fiona Ashford. I don't know how that button got undone. I'm going to do two up now, just to be on the safe side. Especially when I'm wearing a minging old grey bra. Right, hello Emma Scott, how are you? Neil, hello. Thank you very much, Anne. Loving the bold shapes, thank you, Beth. Right, so this is one I prepared earlier, and it's very, very curly, so I'm going to have to hold it down. And now I'm going to get the right shape brush, which I think that's, where are we? I think that's probably about, what's that? Is it? I wonder if maybe a slightly bigger one actually. Have I got a slightly bigger one? What's this? It's not very sharp. No, I'll stick with this one. And now I'm going to start I'm just going to ignore all the bleed and start painting the petals in. So I'm going to do that one for fun, for morale. 1, 2, 3. No, right. So I'll work on the nearest one. The nice thing about one of the many, many nice things about sunflowers is they get more interesting the older they get. They get more curly-whirly. And the petals take on quite a lot of interesting shapes. So it's just a case of going around and building up the petals like that. And it's just a different approach, you know, starting with something really quite, you know, wild and bring it all together. The new computer is coming today with my, what do you call it, a guru, Jenny, who's going to put it in, and she's going to swap over all the software and, what do you call it? No, hardware. I can't wait. The computer downstairs is like glacially slow. It drives us nuts, doesn't it, Jane? You know our Access database, sorry folks, does that live on the downstairs computer or the it's the downstairs one, isn't it, Jane? I think.
I thought it was on the upstairs one.
Oh really?
I don't know, you have to ask. She put it on.
Yeah, I had a feeling it lived on the downstairs one, but all these questions will be answered fairly soon. While these are still wet, I'm going to add a bit of depth to, so that they really look like they're in that sunflower. Good fun, isn't it, just doing this? Just a completely different approach to that, where every single brush stroke shows and there's not a lot of, you know, the interest is all to do with the brush strokes, whereas here you've got this whole thing going on in the background. Right, so we've got lots and lots here. Thing is, now I've started, I'll probably want to carry on all day doing this, and I should be outside in the sun. Will I have your children outside at school today, do you think?
Yeah, they're trying to get them out as much as possible.
Yeah. Jane's got two lovely little girls who've just been back at school for... Is this their first week? Second week. So you can see it's sort of building up. I'm going to move over here just to try and get a bit more of an overall thing. Because this one's quite good fun. Now then, my dog's just heard the barking. Are you tossing flowers and smoking things from the... Not a chance, no bra. Far too big. So I need to concentrate. Can't do too much yakking. Yeah, I got a funny message from Enrique Azacard this morning. He's my Chilean artist friend, who I think I've mentioned to you before, and he is organising, or part of a team who's organising a charity art exhibition which I've been invited to take part in, and I got sent the artwork over today, and I just sent him a little message saying, there you are, done. And he says, you are my girl. You have to imagine his accent. And I just said, you are hilarious. And then we had a little bit of banter back and forth. He's great. Everybody adores Enrique. I'm sure some of you will know him. He's got a studio in Hexham, and I think it's called Northern Lights or Northern Lights Contemporary. He's just a really inspirational chap, and he's passionate about art. I think he found British people very disappointing because coming from Chile, he was accustomed to people seeing a piece of art that they liked and going, "Oh, I love it, I have to have it, and I buy it now." And he said that just isn't how British people behave. They don't even say anything, and then they might go, "Yes, I quite like that," and then they might eventually think, yeah, what will you do it for, or something. And he's more used to the sort of passionate, I don't know, like Chilean behaviour. It must be disappointing for him. We British artists, we know what to expect, you see. So, sorry, I hope you can see what I'm doing here. What colour did you use to deepen the yellow colour? Julie, that is too many questions. What you need to see, when you ask me about colour, what you have to realise is that I've got all of these palettes and I just dip into them. And I've got this here on my board. I dip into that and there's a bit of colour in there and I dip into that. I just can't answer that, I'm afraid. Thank you, Yvonne, that's really kind of you. Hello, William Pittendrigg. It's a bit hot to be riding today, isn't it? Although I did school my horse this morning at, I think it'd be about, was it 7:30 when I got to your place, Jane?
Well, you were going round in circles at 7:45 when
I don't know whether you heard that, but she said I was going round in circles at 7:45. I quite enjoy doing that, you know, it's sort of, you've still got the day. The only thing is, of course, you get hat hair. Like sweaty head and hat hair. You'll know all about that probably, William. So you can hopefully get a feel for how this painting is developing. And I'll just, I know what I'm going to do. Because you don't want to watch me just plodding through, but there's a lovely bit here that I'm going to try to, where there's another sunflower here, but the middle of it isn't showing because it's doing that. It's like that one there, if you imagine. It's like that one. So I'll start that. Hopefully, if I can find some green that looks quite nice. We went to see, it was our first, we were driving out last night and I said to Fifey, I think this is our first sort of social outing since, I don't know, February. One of the gardens that he does, the owner invited us for a drink and a garden viewing last night. Oh, I love gardens. I mean, I used to be completely obsessed with them, but I'm not anymore. And so I put like moderately glad rags on and we went out and it was really, really nice. So I'm just trying to get the shapes of the, I don't know, what they're called sepals, the green bits that the flower bursts out of. Oh, irritating dog. Again, don't ask me what this colour is. I'm literally just picking it up from from just on my drawing board here. Hopefully you're starting to get a sense of the leaves, sepals, whatever. A few more. So, and then out of here bursts a whole load of lovely yellow petals. Sorry, there's still a few more. Yeah, I think that's maybe another one there. Right, now I'm not going to do the yellow petals on there right now. I would wait till they're dry because the chances are I would touch it with the yellow paint and then it would just all go a bit. But while I've got the green paint, I can do some stuff on here. Because these green sepals are showing. Have to concentrate when you're doing this. And this one is oh, there's a lovely leaf. So when you're painting over this yellow, this wild yellow wash, you just forget it's there really. I quite like that sort of yellow, that pale yellow background. So that's probably a fairly okay start for this painting, which has a slightly more sort of ethereal sense to it than that one, I think. I'm going to see what you're saying. You make it look so simple. Ah, thank you. Oh yes, you do often see otters playing in sunflowers. Usual thing. Some nice paint to add to all the blotches from the duck mites. Oh, there's a nasty one there that's sort of weeping. Nice. Oh, Paulie. Oh, look at the sheep, look. And the lambs just ran past the window there. Oh, they're being clipped. Looks like Loline have done the clipping without inviting me to do fleece rolling or wrapping, which is just as well because that is a hideously hot job. Oh, thank you, Fiona. Anyway, I have got grandchildren out there who will be wanting me to play with them, and I hope that's sort of given you a bit of two very, very different approaches to some, like a big bold flower like you could do that with delphiniums, oriental poppies, sunflowers. You'd have to have a much lighter touch if you were going to, bleed the colour on something that wasn't quite so bold and dramatic. But it's good fun. I like doing that. And we still need to add more drama to that, but we've got time to do that, but not tomorrow. I've got something on midday tomorrow, and then where am I on? And then on dressage on Saturday. I'm jumping tomorrow. Sorry folks. I do paint as well. Very enjoyable. Thank you. So I hope you have a lovely couple of days, and I'll probably... Now my son-in-law's just sent a message saying we need drinks out here. They're very cheeky. Anyway, it's been very nice spending time with you, and have a lovely couple of days, and I'll probably see you on Sunday. Bye!